Hi guys, rubber band powered time again. Did a couple of videos on this car a while back. You probably know that I'm very attached to my nail on a stick for melting holes through things. And I used it on here. Actually made a bit of a mess, but that's what I used to melt the holes. In the comments, Ed Maynard suggested using one of those hole punches used for making holes in paper. I've got a couple of examples here. Somewhere or other I've got a single one, but I can't seem to find them at the moment. Basically what he's saying is if you flatten it and then push it in, you should be able to punch a hole straight through if you can get it lined up right. Yeah, that's a good example of not getting it lined up right. If you had a single hole punch, you could line it up easier. But let's just have another little go, see if I can get it anywhere near the right place. Just to demonstrate the next step. There we go. Nice hole straight through, and then the next step is if you press it the other way, it straightens up again. So you get a nice big hole there with no trouble at all. So you could try that. You do need different sized holes though. You need smaller holes to grip the bamboo skewers for the cross members, and then you need the bigger holes so you've got free running. Now I was going through my bits and pieces trying to find my single hole punch when I came across this. It's actually for punching holes in leather belts, and I gave that a little try. So if we line that up, lining it up's a bit of a problem, but there we go. So we've got a hole there. So what I'm going to do is see if I can remake this using this. I'll still need to use a pointy stick or something to push through the smaller holes. Well, having said that, this one's adjustable. It's got several sized heads. How's that little one? You can probably hear the washing machine in the background. I can't do much about that, I'm afraid. Oh, that's a much smaller hole. Alright, that might work. Okay, well I'll get some fresh straws and see if we can do the same build using this tool, so we don't use any heat, don't go melting holes. Got some nice orange drinking straws here. Can't remember where they came from. Some coffee shop or something like that, I expect. Right, well we need to mark those up first so we get the holes lined up. I'll go and get a pen. Right, first thing I'll do is put some measurements on. Now I was thinking I'd have to mark them both up, but what I'm going to do is I'll hold them together and punch the hole through both of them at the same time. So that should keep our measurements all together. Let's have a look. So we want hole here somewhere, there somewhere, there somewhere, and there somewhere. Okay. I wonder if it's worth putting a bit of tape round them to keep them lined up. Okay, let's go for it. The back hole is the small one on this side. It's all a matter of whether they spring back out again once we've flattened them. Okay. Front hole at this end. Okay. And then we want the biggest hole. Okay, so that's made the holes. Come on. So we'll use exactly the same bits and pieces. I might just sharpen those up so they push through easier. It'd be easier if they have got a point on them. Just rub them with a bit of sandpaper to put a bit of a point on them. So that one's going to go through there. That one is going to go through there. Okay. Not perfect. What happens if I turn them round? Ideally, it should lie absolutely flat. As you can see, that's worse that way up. If it doesn't lie flat, then you don't have all four wheels on the ground at the same time. It's not too bad. Okay, so that's that bit. Front wheels through there. Oh, we could put, yes we did, put little bits of drinking straw on there to keep the wheels away from the ends of the cross members. Okay, and then the heavy wheels at the other end. Come on, through you go. Right, so that's our new car without using any heat. Better go and try it, haven't we? That works. Excellent. Summary time. Well, a big thank you to Ed Maynard for encouraging me not to use the nail on a stick and melting everything and using a hole punch instead. That meant I got much more accurate holes, and it's going better than the original. So that's brilliant. It's a shame I couldn't find the hole punch I was looking for, but this one actually works better because we've got different sized holes that we can use. So I used the biggest for the axle holes and the smallest for the ones that have got to grip the cross members. So have a look in the video description. There's some useful hints and tips, and there's the playlist for the cars. So you can go back and look at the previous ones. I'll put a direct link in the video description to the previous versions of this particular car. The one that I made using these Halloween straws. Because that's great. That works even better than the original. Goes straighter, goes further.